Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome. So I'm Raphael Bloch, one of the co-founder of The Big Whale, which is an European crypto media. Actually, guys, I'm very happy to be with you on stage because I think that this is the first time that you are together to talk about the operation and the fact that now you are partners. Can you just briefly introduce yourself? And after, I have, of course, many questions. Johann, if you want to start.
Yeah, so hi everyone, I'm Johann Kerbrat. I'm the general manager for the Robinhood crypto entity at Robinhood. And yeah, really excited to be here.
Yep.
Yeah, hi everyone. Very happy to be here as well. My name is JB Graftieaux. I am the CEO of Bitstamp. So very nice to meet you.
Perfect. Just maybe talk closer to the mic. Okay, perfect. So Johann, I would like to start with you. Simple question: what drew Robinhood? to buy out Bitstamp. Why this move?
Yeah, so maybe too close. So there was really like three big reasons for us to acquire Bitstamp, and just to really reiterate, we at this point we only announce, and the acquisition will be finalized in H1 of next year. But for us, like the three big reasons was one, the international expansion. Bitstamp has about 50 global licenses, and so for us it's a big step forward for our expansion internationally. The second thing is it's an exchange. Robinhood, for the people that don't know, is a marketplace, so we don't match orders. And we think that having a globally scaled exchange like Bitstamp is a big step forward. And the final thing was diversification of revenue. Bitstamp has a large institutional business, and so for us it's also like a big step outside of just serving retail.
And so, Jean-Baptiste, without telling us all the details of the operation, what were your first thoughts about, this operation and how you see the future with Robinhood?
Yeah, sure. So I think there is, as Johann mentioned, there is a lot of synergies between the two businesses. Bitstamp is very well known in Europe, so we can bring our retail but also institutional customers to the combined entity. Beside that, you have the best product in the world, so we are very excited also to essentially learn from your experience and amplify our experience, offer a broader range of products to our customers. So I think we are very excited by the combination of the two businesses. I think we can offer more liquidity on the platform. I think from a culture perspective as well, you are regulatory also very compliant like us, regulatory first. So we want to offer the best experience to the retail and institutional customers that we are managing today, and we can grow with Robinhood, definitely.
And how you think that, combining your two business will maybe accelerate the growth of the crypto markets, maybe especially in Europe?
Yeah, so I think for us at first it's very important to keep the two business fairly independent. Like we want to make sure that what has been working for Bitstamp is going to keep working, and we don't disrupt the course of action. And same thing for Robinhood. Like I think for us we've been very good at serving retail customer, and so we don't want to disrupt everything, but I think really what it's going to create, this combination in the future, is like a very large competitor to some of the other platform on the planet that are like serving already retail and institution, and it's going to provide a very safe platform, regulated, like JB just said, safety first, and I think we need that after what we saw with FTX and Binance and all the things.
And so Robinhood is more focused on retail, and Bitstamp has a big unit for more a B2B business. Do you think that this is a big leverage for Robinhood? And the new company?
Yeah, I think it's a very important part. Like Robinhood has been really focused on retail. We have 25 million customers in the US, and so for us, it was making sense to really focus on retail for a long time, making sure that we have the product to serve all the different type of segment that we have in customers. But I think for us, it's also be on the top of our mind that at some point we need to diversify. When you see like market, being volatile, institutions are usually staying a bit more on top of the market. And I think we had two choices, right? Like you could start from scratch and really you have to build everything and it's going to take a long time, or you can already have like an established business like Bitstamp, and thanks to that you already have established partnership, trust, and that's going to be like a huge step forward for us.
Okay. And Jean-Baptiste, so you've been in this space for a while. Bitstamp is one of the oldest European crypto company. How you see the European crypto landscape, and what do you think that, how you see the future for crypto in Europe?
Sure. Yeah, I would say, over the last 5-6 years, there has been a regulatory transition. There has been different regimes in different countries for what we call, the VASP regime. So this is kind of, very expensive, very difficult, and very complex, to accommodate for small companies. We have been playing the game, since the day one, being in compliance everywhere where we are operating. I think the beauty of what's coming in front of us is the MiCA regulation. MiCA will be creating level playing fields in Europe, which means that if you want to enter the crypto market in Europe, you will need to be MiCA compliant. So we have been supportive of this regulation for many years, essentially to build that framework. And why it's important, it's because this level of compliance will create a lot of trust in the ecosystem. And what we will be observing is that more and more institutions, more and more retail customers will enter the crypto space, which means essentially that the players with a MiCA license in Europe will be in a position to see more activities, more volume. Yeah. So this is really like short term, and we talk about 1st of January essentially. So we are quite excited, with that block being in place. And what we observe as well is more and more interest from institutional customers to enter the space. We saw that in the US, with the ETF. So there is a good trend. I think we are far from 2022 and 2023 crypto winters.
And actually, you talk about regulation, and when we talk about regulation, it's equals to institutions. So we saw the last 12 or 18 months more and more institutions coming in the space. Do you think that you have a key role in Europe? So not only for retail, but also for corporates?
Yeah, if we look at Bitstamp today, if we compare, our H1 performance, we have seen more than 60% increase of institutional activity on the exchange. So we can see there is a very compelling trend, which in my opinion should be amplified once the regulatory framework is established. And beside that, a lot of investors are willing to enter the crypto space. And for instance, for Bitstamp, we have our retail customers. We have 5 million customers today, but we are also providing crypto access to institutions. So we have a white label solution that many institutions are using. They are integrating our white label solution to offer crypto access to their end clients. And I can say in the last 18 months, there is a lot of interest in this type of solution.
And this interest is only due thanks to the regulation, or it's also a new dynamic in the market?
I think it's a combination of the two. There is, the coming clear regulatory landscape, of course, is helping. And also, a lot of investors are willing to enter the space. So we see more and more companies looking at the best solution for them to enter the crypto market, ideally in a very fast manner. So I think it's a combination of regulation, market trends, appetite from investors. So this is how we see the market evolving.
Okay. And so, Johann, we talked about it. So Robinhood is an American company. Now you are expanding in Europe. How you will work with Bitstamp on this, regarding the fact that you want them to to keep their independence in the business? And
yeah, so we actually launched in the EU in some countries in December of last year. So we are not completely absent of the EU market. And I think one important point on the MiCA regulation is really that once MiCA is in place, you actually have a block of countries that is, in terms of population, like as comparable to the US. So it creates really an interesting market and makes a very important market for any crypto company. So I think for us that's really going to be the focus, right? Is how can we go from the 5 million customer that Bitstamp has to the 300 or 400 million people that lives in the EU right now. And I think there will be a combination of we need to build new products that Bitstamp is already building a lot of them, but there will be also a combination of how do we make it accessible. I think crypto is still something that is a bit scary for too many people. Robinhood is well known to make a good UI, good UX to break down the barrier to entry, but I think there's still some more work to do.
And one interesting thing about the two companies is that you started from the traditional finance, and Bitstamp started with, more crypto. And now you are, both of you doing this, the two business. Do you think that in the future, every company, crypto company will also do stocks, tokenization and stuff like this?
I think we are going to start to see these trends happening of the kind of the combination of TradFi and crypto more and more. When you think about it, blockchain technologies can actually solve a lot of the issues that we see on the equity world. If you think about it, right, you cannot trade 24/7 equities, you cannot do fractionalization, settlement takes at least a day. So there is still a lot that we can do, and we can get inspired from the blockchain technology. And I think all the companies are going to start looking at that and thinking that tokenization of real-world assets is actually a lot more easy than actually trying to trade the old thing.
Jean-Baptiste, on this?
Well, I think Johann, made a very good summary. I think that there is probably a trend where we see. It's interesting. You see the traditional, players now offering crypto. I will not be surprised, if that trend goes into the other direction, which is crypto players offering stocks or tokenization. There is a lot of conversation on tokenization since probably 18 months. So I'm quite excited as well to see how the business line will evolve, and we will see definitely more and more crypto players probably to tackle this opportunity in the future.
And I think that's where the crypto as a service that Bitstamp offers is important, because for a lot of institutions, they will be able to actually offer digital assets just by implementing the crypto as a service and give it to their customer very easily.
Okay, so yeah, it's more like a kind of merge between the two spaces. And do you know that it will happen, in the US before or in Europe?
I think the two trends that I'm the most excited right now has been AI and crypto or blockchain technologies. We started to see a lot of adoption, mostly with stablecoins. I think in terms of like tokenization of natural reward assets. I will say currently looking at the regulation, EU is probably the next steps before the US.
On this, Jean-Baptiste?
I would say you mentioned stablecoin, Johann. If we look at the last 3 years, what we can observe is that there is a lot of conversation on stablecoins, which is very interesting. There are probably like close to 50, maybe 100 projects of stablecoins in the world at the moment. Tokenization is also, another conversation that is happening at the moment. So quite excited as well to see the development around tokenization, security tokens. There is market need. It will take some time to get there, but there is that trend. So let's see over the coming months and quarters. But it's real. We have probably about 5 or 7 stablecoins on our platform. We see a lot of projects being nascent. There's a good trend there. Yeah, definitely.
Okay, maybe the last question for you, Jean-Baptiste, about Bitstamp. Do you think that you will add more stocks, more traditional financial products in Bitstamp, or you will still be more focused on crypto?
So we have been in crypto, since 2011. So we have built crypto solutions so far. We have in spot exchange. We are offering staking, lending. We have a white label solution for the institutional segment. We are also contemplating crypto derivatives. The market is 3 times bigger than the spot market, so it makes completely sense for us as a native crypto exchange to explore this opportunity as well. We talked about tokenization just earlier. I mean, let's see after the acquisition, how the strategy will play. I think it's a difficult question, to answer. But yeah, definitely, I think we have the appetite to offer the best products to the market, crypto and non-crypto. So yeah.
So it will be completed in 2025, right?
Yeah, we expect it to happen in H1 of 2025.
Okay. So guys, good luck. Thank you again, and a big round of applause for them. Thank you.
All right.
Thank you very much. Yeah, thank you.